Every mistake is a lesson, so it's positive. Every story of struggle is a story of survival and growth. There really is nothing to fear, nothing to fail at, nothing to look down on. It's all that great story you'll tell your grandkids or whoever is nearby, when you get older. And even death is just like, wow, I wonder what's gonna happen next. There's no reason to make it a negative. We just make it a negative. We just focus on the negative, we create the negative, and it's really all just neutral stuff we can be at peace with and even be happy about. There's really nothing that can change our experience of the past. That's in the past. But by learning from the past so that we don't ruin our present, we can transform. And we can transform a negative experience into a positive experience. And the way we do that is by honoring the lessons, which are realizing that our focus on the negative, even creating the negative, because every job has dignity. Every job is working to provide for yourself and your loved ones. We can be grateful for these times we went through when we weren't so smart. We look back and we laugh at what young, dumb kids we were. And that's okay. It's okay that we made mistakes in the past. We transform it in the furnace of the present moment, and we burn those negative feelings away by not repeating the same mistakes, so that we look back and are grateful for how far we've come. And we simply do that by focusing on the positive, recognizing the positive, creating the positive just as we created the negative, which is to simply take everything as neutral. Everything in life is neutral. It's all neutral. Pain is neutral. Joy and pleasure is neutral. It's all just stuff in the universe. It comes and it goes. It's just like an ocean wave. But we make the feelings, the choices, the perception. We create the experience. We give rise to those waves. And we can say, this may not be the job I dreamed of, but it's better than no job. Or if we don't have a job, we can say, I wanted a job, but I'm gonna enjoy this time of rest. Whatever it is, we can make the most of it. We can make it a positive. And I think that is the skill of life. And that is the key to happiness, is to get really good at taking all the neutral stuff and making it positive. If we are not enjoying every second of our lives, we've got work to do because that's our goal. That's the path we're all on, is to that discovery of lasting happiness. And so we need to always check in with ourselves. Stress levels, happiness levels, the nature and quality of our thoughts. Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they chaotic? Are they peaceful? Are they screaming? Or are they a pleasant, calm quiet? And then from that check-in, we can know, I need to calm down. I need to let go of some of my expectations and beliefs about how life is supposed to be, and let them go so I can enjoy life. We all have this ability to let go of everything that's weighing us down, to let go of everything that is draining us. It's all mental stuff. It's never the outside stuff. So the more we figure out where our beliefs are diverting with reality and causing this conflict, we can find realignment. And that realignment is often found when we look back at the most ancient humans or any other species of animal who has it all figured out, because only humans are so smart we got confused. Every other animal and even ancient humans, just life was enough. Finding some food, building a little shelter, and just spending the days with our family and our tribe. And we need nothing more than that. We have so much that we get confused, that we get lost in the options, that we think, I need that life, that peak life that I have invented. We're really going to look back and realize that what we had was good enough. And we don't have to wait. And the sooner we stop waiting and start living in that reality, the happier we'll be. When I am having the worst day ever, when someone reminds me of some terrible memory and it just comes into my head and doesn't go away for a while, the one thing I do is I don't fight it. I feel it fully. I watch every thought that pops into my head about it. I let myself be overcome with grief or sadness. And it always goes away. It always changes. The cycle of human emotions, the whole range of human emotions still come through my body. I have the stress chemicals in my body, just the same as everyone else. But what I know is that it's the fighting it, it's the fear of it, and it's the expectation I shouldn't have it, shouldn't be it, shouldn't feel these feelings that multiply it times 1,000. And that's where truly the suffering comes in. Because I actually don't suffer when sadness waves over me, when anger washes over me, when painful memories come up in my mind, something reminds me of them. It's all totally fine. It's wonderful. It's the contrast, it's the background of my life that makes the joyous times pop out of. And we wouldn't even appreciate those good times, those rewards in our life, the joys and feelings of extreme happiness, if we didn't have that contrast and that backdrop that they appear on. If we fight it, we're gonna lose. Because now we're fighting. And now we're angry. And now all of those unpleasant emotions come on top of just some little simple experience that popped into our present moment awareness. When a really bad memory comes into my mind and I can't stop thinking about it, I will put all of my focus and attention on this moment. And I can stop a downward spiral of negative thoughts. And the other thing I do is I don't put any importance on that past. I don't put any significance on the memory. I just watch whatever comes and goes, and I try to stay peaceful, no matter what it is. It could be the greatest experience, the worst experience. It's just imagination. It's just a fantasy. It's not real anymore. It's maybe led me to where I am today, and it only exists in this moment. But beyond that, it is just the TV on in the corner of the room I'm not paying much attention to. If we are insecure about something on our body or face, we look at it first and we may stare at it. And other people don't even notice it at all. This happens all the time. And this is true of all memory, that most people don't even remember in a situation the same thing we remember. We remember our flaws. We remember something someone did against us. They remember something you said about them. And, there's no mutual memory here going on. Just like thoughts, just the comings and goings of these words we project meaning onto, or that we can free ourselves from by living life in this one beautiful moment. Recently, like so many of us, I've experienced some tragedies in my life, some loss of some very close people. And that is what inspired me to write this book, Grief and Spiritual Healing, because the teachings I lay out here are what helped me survive and get through such a horrible time. And I hope that these teachings can help you and your loved ones as well. It's available on Amazon in print and Kindle. And all the profits will go to a nonprofit foundation to help other people grieving.